Alright guys, it's Rock Chapel Gunner here from On the Ball Gaming, and today I'm going to be starting a new career mode series with the Republic of Ireland, and I'm going to be trying to win the World Cup. Now, as you can see here, this is my squad that I will be using for the World Cup. As you can see, there are a few surprises which we'll be getting to later. So I'm just going through the players here now, and the reason why I picked some of the players, and some of the players get into Ireland squad regularly. Well, the majority of them do, and some are new faces that you've probably never really seen near the Ireland squad if you know your Ireland team. Now, the first player that you probably don't know is Stephen Henderson, and he plays for West Ham, and he's a young goalie, and he goes with the 80 overall. And Jack Grealish is a young player who plays for Aston Villa and goes with the 84. As you can see, Stephen Henderson has gone up to 80 overall at 26 years of age, and he's a good player. Now, as you can see, Shane Long is starting up front as captain ahead of Robbie Keane, because Robbie Keane has dropped down to 70 overall, as you can see there. So it's a 2014 World Cup, and we've been drawn against Brazil, Slovenia and New Zealand in our World Cup group, which I expect to get out of, Brazil being probably one difficult team. And my first game is against New Zealand, and I'm probably going to expect to win this game. It's on Legendary, guys, so it's difficult enough, but New Zealand aren't a great team, and I would be expecting to beat New Zealand because they're not a very good side, and they don't have a lot of standout players, Winston Reid probably being their standout player. But here you can see now at the start of the game, and it wasn't a lot of chances in the first half, and that was the closest I came to scoring with a Wes Hoolahan shot there early in the first half. We're into the second half now, and Shane Long gets a great chance, but he hits the post. It took me until the 86th minute to get the opening goal. As you see, Robbie Keane falling over, but gets straight back up and looks for Aidan McGeady and gives it to Aidan McGeady, and he shoots past the keeper at his near post to put me in the lead in the 86th minute, which looks like it could be the winning goal. But there's still time for another goal there, guys. I scored again in the 89th minute. As you can see, there's some great build of play. I slip in Aidan McGeady again to make it 2-0. And that's the game seal, guys. Looks like I'm going to start off with a win in the first group game of the World Cup, which is very convincing performance. Wasn't great in the first half, and there's the final whistle now. We won our first game 2-0 against New Zealand. It was difficult for parts of the game, but I eventually broke through, and that's when the floodgates opened. As you can see, I had 11 shots and 7 on target, and they had 3 and 1 on target. So we go on to the second game now against Slovenia, and they lost their opening game 1-0 to Brazil, and I'm expecting to win this one as well, and it proves a decent enough game. There's not a lot happened in the first half. They gifted me an opportunity there just before half time, and it was a very even game up to that point, and it gifted me a chance to score, and I took it. Now, Shane Long got injured in the previous game, and Robbie Keane I started up front, but he didn't have a very good first half, and Shane Long's only half fit for this game, but I didn't bring him on. James Coleman got injured for 3 weeks in this game, which was very annoying, and I left him on, which was a bit foolish. I took off Robbie Keane. I initially was going to put Shane Long on with not a lot of energy, but I decided to change my mind and bring on Anthony Stokes, and that turned out, and he came on and he done very well. We're going to the second half now, and Hoolahan plays a lovely ball into Anthony Stokes, and as you can see, he turns the defender and slots home a lovely finish into the bottom corner to put me 2-0 up 10 minutes into the second half. Then 10 minutes later, guys, I got another chance here. Stephen Ward playing a lovely ball over the top, and Stokes nutsying the defender, and then nutsying the defender again to bend it around into the far corner. I didn't know Stokes was that good, because in the warm-up friendlies he wasn't that good, and they get a late consolation just before the end of the game to make it 3-1. And basically that's what happened. That's basically all that happened in that game. in the first half. I couldn't really break them down. They had a good bit of possession, but they weren't doing a lot with it. They didn't create a lot of chances, and basically I was thinking to myself that a goal will come, and they give me a mistake in the first half, as you've seen, and I went on to win pretty easily in the end, and basically, you know, I was not mathematically true with this result, but I was basically true, you know, unless some mad things happened in the final game against Brazil were true, and that was the final whistle. We won by 3 goals to 1. A great result, a fantastic result, getting a 3-1 victory. Nine shots and 7 on target there. We go into the final game against Brazil, needing a point, but we could afford to lose the game. Brazil had to get at least a point. Well, they could have probably need to win, but a point could go through. Results got away. Now, as you can see, I'm going through here with Houlihan. He makes a great run, but the keeper makes a fantastic save. But from the resorting corner, guys, McGeady puts in a great corner, and Anthony Stokes heads it home. I don't know what the guy on the line was doing. He wasn't doing very well there, but it was a bullet header from Anthony Stokes. I think they brought him into the team. He's been a new man, but in the 29th minute, they played the ball over the top, getting behind Joey O'Brien, the replacement for Coleman, and Neymar started home. Then just before half time, they went 2-1 up with a lovely finish there by Hulk, probably giving a bit too much time. So that was half time, guys. I was losing 2-1 at half time. I didn't know what score the result of the other match was, so I needed to, I just said to myself, I need to go and get a goal. So I took off Wes Houlihan and brought on Shane Long. And at the start of the second half, 48 minutes gone, McGeady runs down the wing again and puts in a great ball in to Anthony Stokes, who scores a wonderful header to make it 2-2 just at the start of the second half, which gave me a lot of confidence and thinking that I could win the game, especially after Brazil lost to New Zealand 1-0 in their previous match. And then it's an absolute brilliant run here from Anthony Stokes, a great individual run, and then a great finish to put it all off, put me 3-2 ahead, and he's been an absolutely brilliant player to come in when Long was injured and Robbie Keane wasn't firing. And it's in the last minute of the game, they hit the post so dramatically, and they nearly get in here with a mistake by a defender for Henderson as well. And after the final whistle, I go through with 9 points on the board, guys, which is fantastic, getting through the group with 9 points, getting through to the last 16, getting a second place team as well, which made my route to the final a bit easier, and that was a fantastic result. And basically, I thought this was a good, not a hard group, but hard enough group to get through, especially to win every game with 9 points, beat Brazil as convincingly, well, not convincingly, but I bet them by scoring 3 goals. And as you can see there, Slovenia bet New Zealand 4-0, which knocks Brazil out of the World Cup in their home country, get knocked out in the group stage. Man, if that happened in real life, like that would be unbelievable if that happened in real life. Now we're gonna have a quick look at the final group table. Ireland won away with the group of 9 points. Slovenia, Brazil, and New Zealand all on 3 points, but Slovenia going through on goal difference. So that's basically it, guys. In the next episode, we'll have the knockout stages. Hope you enjoyed this new series that I'm starting. Check out our new Facebook page on the ball game, and please like, subscribe, and goodbye.